Yes, light up those pumpkins because we are live. What is up, everybody? We have had a day, haven't we, guys? Man, happy, what is this? Michael Myers Thursday, I think. So great to see so many of my friends tonight here. From our usual Michael Myers Monday time slots. Sorry, I'm running a bit late, by the way. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm Matt Arts with Halloween Daily News, and welcome everybody. This is was not planned, obviously. This has been a wild and crazy day, but I've been saying during our Michael Myers Monday weekly live chats with the Halloween fandom that whatever day the trailer drops for Halloween Kills, I'm going to get on here. We're going to do it live. We're going to talk about it. We're going to dissect it. We're going to break it down. And so here we are, and look at all those pumpkins. Yes, bonus episode. You got it. You got it. We're just calling this one HDN Live for tonight. So thanks to everybody for being here. I see lots of familiar names from our Michael Myers Monday nights. Of course, David Suber is here. Thanks for being here, David. And there's Summit. Great to see you. Chad Francis. Yeah, so many familiar names that are here. And to all you new guys, welcome. This is going to be a fun night. I know there's probably some other live streams going on. There's Byron. There's Ken. What's up, guys? Sammy, what's up, man? Of course, the great Ryan Korn. What's up? What's up? Dude, what's up? There's Patrick. Man, everybody is here. Yes, because we have what a day. What a day it's been. I mean, man, just we've been talking about it for weeks that this trailer was going to drop. And and yeah, so I think we all kind of experienced this day probably similar to you probably experienced it similar to me. You know, early in the morning, there's these stills supposedly leaked from the trailer. People are tagging me everywhere on social media. Before long, there's the actual video, the cell phone video, the leaked trailer. People are sending it to me and tagging me on it, and it's just like, what is going on? And I even said to my wife earlier today that there's a chance that Universal just decides to go ahead and drop that trailer tonight because as I said in my article just a little bit ago, I mean this has just been a whirlwind evening, but man, I mean whatever the marketing plan was yesterday, it changed today, and the trailer is here now. Uh, we've all watched it. I assume you've all watched it. I have watched it a couple of times. We're going to go through it again and more or less shot for shot, like we talked about, and just kind of talk about it together. Um, but yeah, let me hear your initial reactions. I've been reading some of them, and mostly I'm seeing positive stuff. Um, just again to recap my day, it was it was a matter of not really wanting to watch that leaked footage, but really it getting increasingly more difficult with each hour that passed to really avoid it. And and then I ultimately did watch a little bit of it with no sound, and I decided no, that's enough. I want to wait. And then a little bit later, when I got a hold of the actual video, and I did watch the first few seconds with sound, and I was like, oh, this is too good. I gotta wait. I gotta wait. I gotta wait. And but I had a feeling that with this leak, because my first gut reaction initially before looking at it was, it's not real. But yeah, apparently it is. And I don't know where you guys were. I mean, this is like recounting like historical. Where were you when the trailer dropped? But I had a photo session on the beach earlier this evening, my wife and I, and we were coming back from that, picking up some food, and I saw that Trancas VP and Helen Kills producer Ryan Freeman posted a little message on Instagram. Um, Basically, long story short, acknowledging the leak, which, if there was any doubt at that point, legitimized that, yeah, is the trailer that was leaked, of course. And it wasn't 5 minutes later before Jason Blum tweeted out actually an answer to somebody else's tweet who was saying with the trailer being leaked, when could we anticipate uh, seeing the trailer? When the options being tomorrow, Saturday, next week. And Jason Blum answered in his tweet. He said, if I were a betting man, I'd say around 6:30 p.m. Pacific. And that was around 5:30 p.m. Pacific, around 8:30 p.m. here on the East Coast. So yeah, within that hour, and it, that's when we knew it was happening. And then Ryan Freeman made another Instagram post, a bombs away with the times, and so I knew it was coming, and I knew that we were gonna be gathering for this live. So I had to change into the appropriate T-shirt, of course, for the evening. But yeah, it looks like you guys are like me. The initial reaction is very positive. I love the trailer. Needless to say, I think it looks great. In a nutshell. And hello, Kathleen. Welcome. Welcome. Happy Michael Myers Thursday. I usually say Michael Myers Monday, but welcome. Thank you for tuning in and being here. And Dude, thank you. And Devin Squad, thank you for being here. Yeah, so many great people. And yeah, don't be shy with the live chat. Everybody just jump in, and we're gonna just experience this together. I know it's I didn't plan on this. I did actually put together a video article just kind of on last week's story about the rating, and that was going to be on tomorrow's episode of the Halloween show, and it was wrapping with I had already wrapped it at the end with, as of Thursday night, we don't know anything official, even though some stuff claiming to be the real deal has been leaked online, and I was just going to acknowledge it in that way at that time, and little did I know, just a few hours later, we get the actual thing, the whole thing. So this is awesome. Let me read some of your comments. Sammy says Michael is ready to attack. Yes, he is. He is looking very brutal. Devin agrees. He says this is going to be brutaler. I don't know if brutaler is, but yeah, brutaler than Rob Zombie's movies. Wow. Byron is blown away by the trailer. Chad Francis says Haddonfield versus Michael. Very much so. Very much so, and I like it. I'm here for it. I like that. Ken is saying he peed his pants when he's seen the trailer. I think that's what he means. Yes, David, I did pay very close attention to that. Myers is descending at an accelerated rate, and yeah, I want to get to that line about the transcending. Transcending at an accelerated rate. Yes, I want to get to that line of dialogue. That the more he kills, the more he transcends, I think is what it is. Very interesting. Again, we'll get into it a little bit more, but yeah, just off the top of my head, it looks like they're gonna kind of expand the mythology a little bit in this, which again, I'm all for. Let's see where they take it. Then again, it for many people, it might turn out to be this movie's kind of Dr. Sartain WTF moment. I don't know, but there are a lot of WTF moments in the films throughout the franchise, and so it could be something like that. But it definitely caught my ear the first time I heard it. I did not see that coming. All right, so yeah, Michael is pissed, says Ken. Yeah, yeah, he is very pissed. And if you remember, just on Monday, I was just speculating about how the trailer might begin, and I had said that we would probably see some extended versions of some of the brief scenes we've seen in these previous teasers, and they did kind of that did kind of come through. We got to see a little bit more of a lot of the stuff that we did already see, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are screaming way too much spoilers. I mean, there's definitely some spoiler stuff in there, but I'm that's the official marketing, and I'm going to take it for what it is, and we're just going to go with that. And you got to expect that, with these trailers. If you want to go in totally spoiler free nowadays, you really, have to avoid all marketing, which is a challenge to say the least, especially if you're a fan or working in media and journalism. David says transcend equals supernatural. Yeah, like the more he kills, the more supernatural he gets. I think so. I think so. Yeah, I can see that. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and pull this sucker up. And I think what we'll do is yeah, we'll just pull it up and kind of go scene by scene and we'll look at it together. Let's see if I can find where we've got it. There's the HK trailer. Yeah, like I said, this I was not I did not think this would happen, but then I did think when it became apparent that that trailer was legit, and then when it was absolutely confirmed by those posts by Ryan Freeman and then Jason Blum, I mean, it was just like, holy crap, we got 1 hour and here comes the trailer, and but I just figured that works perfectly with our normal 10:31 p.m. time slot here on Instagram, on YouTube. So I figured that was a sign that we should just go ahead and do the live at 10:31. Frame by section. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Now again, I'm gonna have the trailer. I'll be able to hear it. It'll probably be muted on your end, but we will just go through it together, and I'll be able to read your comments. And yeah, you guys tell me what you're thinking, and I'll just give you some of my thoughts. Again, this is probably my fifth or sixth time watching it. Yeah, they did show a lot. Says women drive like dog shit. Wow, that's a mouthful. They did show a lot. All right, well, we're gonna go through it right now. So, um, let's see if this works. And you guys tell me if there's any issues or anything. You should be able to hear me, but see the trailer as we go through. All right, and then right here, of course, right off the bat, I mean, we knew this film is going to pick up right where the last one left off. Very much like how the original Halloween 2 picks up right after, uh, the same night as Halloween 78. So we knew this all along. And I was even going to suggest to you guys, I don't think I said it out loud this past Monday, but I was thinking that in imagining like what the very first frame of this film might be. And I was going to throw out there that what if it's the very last frame of the 2018 film, which is that close up of Allison holding the knife as they're driving away. And we do see that here in just a second. But before we get to that in the trailer, it's the shot that again takes us right back to where we left off. Laurie's house on fire, and we know the boogeyman is in there. Summit says, beautiful shot, could be a painting. Yeah. I mean, it really is a beautiful shot looking at it. I mean, the way the trees kind of frame it, and you've got the trees silhouetted in the foreground. And again, we've seen, this is not exactly the first time we've seen this. We did see this very early, like when they released that behind the scenes rap video, not rap music, but when the film wrapped in the fall of 2019, they did release that behind the scenes video. And that was our first clue and basically our first confirmation that, yeah, how is Michael going to get out? Well, he's going to walk right out that front door, because we kind of saw those behind the scenes shots. And then we got even more of it in the teasers, the official teasers that were released. There's Senor Dia Creepy Pastero. What's up, man? I keep wanting to say Happy Michael Myers Monday. Before I forget to say it, if any of you guys watching this, you should join us on Mondays. We do this pretty much every Monday. It's been a regular thing since mid-January, and we started it last summer off and on. And it's our weekly live chat, and we do this with all things Michael Myers. But all that aside, it's Michael Myers Thursday. This will forever be remembered in the history of the Halloween franchise, June 24th, 2021, Michael Myers Thursday. Devin says the house does look bigger than the house in 2018. Yeah, well, from what I had understood, I thought they did actually burn the the real house in 2018. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that, but so it might be some movie magic because, and again, that was shot in Charleston, South Carolina. This one shot in Wilmington, but it could have been something they shot then. But yeah, it does kind of. Now that you mention it, it does kind of look a little bit bigger. Mia is in the house. Can't wait to watch this movie. I could not agree more. Yeah, we are in the literally the first frame of this trailer, and again, this is why when people were like, "Oh, 2 minutes and 37 seconds, it's too much." I mean, they do show a lot. Admittedly, absolutely, they show a ton in this, but but I totally agree. There's Ryan Korn. What's up, man? All right, let's move just a little bit further in. Again, and there's that shot I mentioned about where I was thinking it might begin. That shot right there. Um, again, if it, I don't know anything like any spoiler info like this at all, but just in my own head, before I even saw this trailer, I was going to suggest to you guys this Monday that what if the very first shot of Halloween Kills is this frame right here, which is, if you remember, the last thing we saw in 2018. It kind of froze right there. I would love that because I do imagine, just like this very much suggests story wise, that yeah, we're gonna pick right up. They're fleeing from the house, and then we see the firemen heading to the house. The whole "let it burn" thing that we did see in that very first teaser, and so I still think that's a possibility. Now that's going to be my official prediction that this will be the very first frame in the movie. And if it's not, I still say, in my opinion, that would be an awesome way to kick it off. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. But so yeah, we go right from the burning house, and again, this kind of recaps a little bit of what we've seen in those in those previous very short teasers that released. The this one from the "Let It Burn" teaser is what I call it. Slurve3 says it showed a ton in those 2 minutes. It sure did. Yeah, it definitely shows a ton. Chad says the house from 2018 is still standing. This house is movie magic. Okay. Okay. Well, there we go. Yes, and I do know a lot of this movie was filmed on sound stages at Screen Gems EUE Studios in Wilmington. Some was filmed actually out and about, but a lot of it was filmed on sound stages. So that makes a lot of sense. Chad, thank you for clearing that up. Yep, Patrick confirms as well. Movie magic. Few YouTubers have done videos of the house since 2018. Okay, so that is still standing down there in Charleston. Awesome. Thank you for helping clear that up. Excellent. All right. So then we coming from here, and here's our three Strode women where we left them in the back of the truck. And then, of course, Let It Burn. And here we get into the first real part of new stuff that we've really not seen anything. Now, there's been a lot of speculation that, this is what was going to happen. And I know there's scripts, supposed leaked scripts and whatever out there. And there's been, leaks from test screenings and all that. But, you know, this is our first real confirmation that, yeah, these firemen are really going to be the first victims in this movie. Which, I mean, honestly, if somebody came home, killed a bunch of people, and then killed your town's fire department on top of it, as they're trying to put out the fire. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see how Haddonfield's going to be pissed at Michael as well. What's up, Stephanie? Is it October yet? Almost. It feels like it tonight, doesn't it? It definitely feels like it tonight. All right. So now we're back inside the house. The fireman falls down. And this guy, we just know what's coming. And we know what happens next. Yeah, reaching down there. We just know that Michael is lurking, waiting, and then he strikes. And here, the big moment, the reveal. I love that. I mean, I just love the slow motion of it. Just the deliberate. Just the I guess the swagger, for lack of a better term, of it all. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know Michael is a sick, evil, individual, but I have always, I gotta admit, he is the coolest of the slashers. I mean, that's one of the many reasons I love this franchise so much. I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think, but to me, there's always been a certain cool factor to Michael. Part of it is that he never talks. That's always cool. But all right, let's see what you guys are saying. Someone says the floor caved in and evil escaped. Yes, very true. Patrick Ring says problem with the trailer is they showed it in sequential order, so you kind of know how the movie plays out. Yeah, I mean it's definitely giving us an idea of how things are going to play out. I don't know for sure that it's all shown in sequential order, although it does appear that way. They should have gone back to the 78 trailers. They were out of sequence to keep you guessing. Very true. Ryan Corn says we should be waiting for ends, not kills. Thanks, COVID. That's very true. Yep. In a perfect world, an alternate universe, COVID-less universe, we'd be doing this with the trailer for ends right now. But here we are. Justin Calderola says, I know this is going to sound bad, but if it wasn't for that employee leaking the trailer, we wouldn't have had it early. So thank you and woohoo. Well, I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it. I mean, it is definitely true that, like I said, whatever the marketing plan was yesterday, whether they were already going to release this tomorrow or this weekend or on Monday or next Thursday on July 1st or on next Friday, whatever the plan was, we knew it was coming very soon based on it getting its rating and obviously, it getting out to theaters. But yeah, you can't deny it definitely kickstarted them and pushed them. It was kind of Universal's only play was to put it out tonight, and it is what it is at this point. I feel like. All right, the great Mitchell Kindly with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Mitchell. I am toasting you right now, sir. Everybody, raise a glass to Mitchell. Happy Michael Myers Thursday. One of my longest and most loyal supporters, along with some of these other guys. Mitchell's been here since last summer for a lot of these streams. Thank you for being here, man. Love the trailer. Stephanie says brutal, deliberate, intense, evil. Yes, all that. Kathleen says swag. Yes. Yeah, David Stuber says the firefighters are like, damn, we're screwed. Yes. All that, I agree. Yeah, he is brutal, deliberate, intense, and evil. That is a perfect description. But yeah, I feel like Michael's got a bit of swagger. I mean, it kind of goes back to that thing that he's not going to chase after you. I mean, he is going to, but he's not. You're not going to see him sweating you. In other words, he's going to do that in private, behind the scenes, sneaking around. Yeah, I totally agree. Oh my God, Kathleen says I do him. That's great. Stephanie says he is the evil king of all slashers. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for me, there's no contest. I mean, I love slasher movies in general, and I love a lot of the other slashers. But yeah, you can't top the shape, Michael Myers. Even at his worst, he's better than all the rest by far. Yeah, can't argue there. Chad says Michael is the coolest, creepiest out of them all because he's quiet and he stalks and plays his victim. Yeah, plays with his victims. Absolutely, man. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I totally agree. I totally agree. Devin says, "What if Halloween Kills ended on a big cliffhanger? Will we be like, if Halloween ends, don't come fast enough?" Yeah, I mean, I thought about that too. That it could, it could end on a big cliffhanger. I think it probably will end on somewhat of one. It's certainly gonna, set up the final chapter. And David Gordon Green has said one of my favorite quotes from last year. He said, "This is our Empire Strikes Back." So I think that says it all. I mean, we'll have an ending, but it'll be a pause in the story for sure. Ryan says, "Evil never looked so good." Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So there he is with his swagger. And then there we are. The first really good look, in this trailer anyway, of the boogeyman back. Still got his same mask from the previous movie, the original mask. He's still got his bloody bullet wound there, and presumably all charred up on the other side, we know. Can't see it in this shot. Really cool shot, really cool. And yeah, that's a whole other thing we got to talk about is the soundtrack cues that we're hearing in this for the first time. Some of these new versions of the theme and just new sound effects that Carpenter's playing with in some of this. I love it. I gotta say, I mean, it's like different. That's making it all the more fresh to me is some of these new sound cues we're hearing, especially when he comes out right here at this moment. Patrick says the poster looks badass too. I haven't seen the poster yet. I did see the cover, like the banner photo that they're using on the trailer as for the trailer thumbnail, which I'm assuming is the poster, and it's basically the left side of Michael's mask. We finally get a good official look at the burnt mask. I'll try to pull that up in a minute at the end, if that's what you're talking about. But I'm assuming some variation of that is going to be the official poster, which they might be releasing right now as we speak, or already have. Right, it says Candyman who. That's a good one. I did really like the Candyman trailer though, but we're not talking about that tonight. What's the let's see, David says supposedly the movie ending is in this trailer. Interesting. Stephanie says Michael Myers is my spirit slasher, nothing but love. I hear you. Yeah. Well, I mean, if I've got a spirit slasher, I've never thought of him that way, but I would have to agree. Yeah, Michael is definitely the best, and he's the coolest. He is. I mean, I know that sounds weird, maybe for some people, but probably not for you guys too much if you're watching this. Justin says the thumbnail is the trailer. You mean the thumbnail is the poster? I'm assuming. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'll try to pull that up in a minute. Yes, I got you, Justin. Yep, the poster. Awesome. Awesome. David saying, yeah, the poster was released around 10 Eastern. Okay, yeah, I was probably running around getting all of this ready at the last minute, and I actually had a few little technical glitches. That's why I was a few minutes late getting on here. Okay, we're 30 seconds into the trailer, so let's move on to the next shot here. He steps down, and then this one. I mean, I think this is going to be everybody's cover shot for the next few weeks here. I mean, this is kind of the moment where, it was the moment. Yeah, I glimpsed some of this in the leaked footage, and when I saw some of this going on, that's when I was like, yeah, I can't, even on mute, I can't watch any more of this right now. I have to watch it properly, the right way. And actually, I even posted the article before watching the trailer itself. I had to pull it up on my biggest TV in the house and watch it with the surround sound for the first 2 times at least. But yeah, this poor guy, this fearless firefighter coming in here. I mean, I'm laughing. It's not even funny. I mean, God, man. I mean, yeah, yeah. Firefighters, bravest of the brave, and here just getting skewered by Michael. And again, I mean, could be a painting, really. What do you guys think? I think it could be a painting. Uh, a violent, horrible, tragic painting, but that is pure evil. And if what Laurie says later on in the trailer that the more he kills, the more he transcends, which means we're assuming the more he becomes invincible in almost a supernatural way. Well, then yeah, he's going to be doing a lot of transcending in this film. It appears. David says Blumhouse released the poster. Okay, awesome. Well, I will pull that up here in just a couple minutes when we get done with this shot by shot, and we will check that out. Dude says the backlighting with the fire is great. Absolutely, I agree too. I mean, the silhouette, I mean, it's Michael. It's clearly Michael, but it's Michael being, killing in a way that we haven't really seen, at least in a while. I mean, he did shove that shotgun up, up into that, what's her name in Halloween 4, and he's done some skewering in his past, but man, I mean, some of you guys saying this is going to be Rob Zombie level violence. I mean, it may be. I don't know. Will it be that level of graphic violence? I think one thing, and I've said this before on previous Monday nights, but one thing I do think regarding the kills is we will see more of the kills actually happening. If you recall in 2018's film, there's some great kills that we see, but a lot of them they happen off screen and we see the aftermath. And Christopher Nelson even talked about that when I interviewed him back in 2018 about how they were, what David Gordon Green and he called, I think they called them tableaus of violence. But I think in this one, you're going to get a lot more violent action, violence in action. And still those tableaus. But I mean, yeah, what a beautifully terrifying shot. Ken says that picture reminds him of when Jason Voorhees did that in Freddy vs. Jason at the cornfield rave. Yep, good point. Ryan says James Jude Courtney, it's going to go down as one of the greatest. Yes, he is. Absolutely, he is. Devin says, I think they should have left the firefighter's death a secret and let that just unfold in the theater for the first time. Yeah, I mean, again, I mean, we knew they were going to spoil some things in this, so let's see. Stephanie says, good versus bad with the firefighter Michael scene to the extent of what that is, incredibly powerful. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, pure evil and then, arguably pure goodness, somebody like that. And yeah, with the raging fire, like the hell basically behind them. Yeah, come on. Yeah, how can you not like that? Ryan Cord says James and Courtney better win a Grammy. I think he made an Oscar, but yes, he should win them all. He should win a Fangoria award for sure, a Chainsaw Award from Fangoria next year. He presented Best Kill at this year's awards, so he should win next year. Let's see. All right, so let's move on from this gorgeous shot here just a little bit. And then, yeah, I mean, we see some shocked faces, and but this coming up right here. I mean, Michael revving up the, what is that, like a bone saw, I think it looks like. Yeah, I mean, that is badass. I mean, have we seen Michael bust out a bone saw before? I mean, that is going to be some wicked carnage, you know? And yeah, it looks almost like right here, it's one of the firemen starting it, and yeah, of course that's not going to go well. Michael's going to get a hold of it, and oh god, yeah. I mean, already we're 45 seconds into the trailer, and it is, we're seeing why they're calling it kills already. Yeah, screwed is right, David. You got it, man. Yeah, and again, I mean, this gets me really excited when I see this because you're like, on one hand, it's like this is the uh, 12th movie in this franchise, and so what else is there left to do? What else? And this is just yet more proof that oh yeah, there's still more to do with Michael. There's still some stuff we haven't seen him do quite yet. There we go. Yeah, I mean, somebody look at that. That poor firefighter getting it. What looks like he's getting the saw in his face. It looks like, oh my god. But again, just a beautifully lit silhouette shot. I imagine like right where it cuts here in the trailer, it will most likely, continue in the film, and there'll be blood spraying everywhere. And maybe it's just all still in this silhouette in front of this fire, this raging fire. Now watching this trailer, if it is all in sequential order and not knowing where, if there are in fact flashbacks, as we all suspect that there are going to be back to 78, where they might place in the film. But if this is all in sequential order, yeah, I almost feel like all this firefighter stuff is going to be this film's version of the asylum visit in the opening of 2018. How it opens at Smith's Grove, and it leads up to the say something, and then it cuts to the credits. I think this one is going to pick right up. And again, if I had to bet money, I'd say with that frame locked on Allison holding the knife, it'll pan right up. They'll say let it burn, then it'll cut to the house. All this will play out in graphic, gory detail. And again, this is just my prediction based on this trailer. And then once he's done and he's decimated all these guys, then opening credits hit. Dude says, I definitely didn't expect this type of scene to happen during the fire. I was assuming some firemen would show up and Myers would kill one of them and escape. But nope. Circular saws. LOL. Brutal. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I mean, I agree. I knew. Sorry, guys. I knew from the previous teasers, that the firefighters were going to show up and that he was probably going to slaughter all of them. But like this, no, I did not see it playing out with the circular saw quite like this. Slurv3 says firefighter cold open. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'll be this film's cold open, is what I'm guessing. Saint says this was a hell of a treat at the end of a long day. Absolutely, especially for us fans because it was a long day with that, the whole drama of the leaked thing. I mean, how many of you were like me and had to like kind of force yourself not to watch the whole thing in like such shitty quality and wait for the real thing? Ryan says leave no witnesses. That's right. Stephanie says evil never dies, evil never stops. Evil will always be known in 2 words, Michael Myers. You're right about that. Can't argue there. Sammy Gomez, what's up, man? Welcome. Love this new trailer. I do too. Patrick says, hope this is it. Don't want to see any more. This was more than enough. I mean, I agree. It's plenty for me. I'm, of course, more than sold, but just knowing how things go with marketing and with Universal, I think we're still going to see at least another trailer, uh, and something regarding this movie will be revealed on October 1st during Blumfest, because you can bet that they are going to have marketing for this particular film in overdrive. I anticipate they'll probably have the whole cast on that Blumfest for like a panel discussion, I imagine. And maybe if not a trailer, if not a final trailer, then maybe an extended scene, maybe even a red band scene. I'm just guessing, but educated guessing. David says he thinks there won't be another trailer. It's very possible this is it, but I would guess there's going to be at least one more. Devin's asking if the kids would still be trick or treating that time of night. It would be about 10 or 11 p.m. when this takes place. That's a good point. Not too many kids, young kids anyway. Now teens, yeah, they'd be all over the place right then. But yeah, not too many young kids. All right, let's move on. We are 45 seconds in. And there he is. Great shot. I can imagine he's admiring his handiwork right there. And that's when we first hear the breathing. And of course, that is the marriage of a type, the partnership of James Yu Courtney, physically inhabiting the shape, and then Nick Castle doing the breathing in post, bringing it to life, like how it takes multiple performers to bring Darth Vader to life. Love it. Love the breathing. Love the space it gives to that particular shot and to the breathing. Ariel says, "I'm sure there will be a second trailer." Yeah, I mean, just the way it goes, I would be very surprised if there's not a second one. As to when, I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark, but I would say late summer or right around Labor Day, most likely. I think the original plan was probably for this one to come out about this time next week, like next Thursday, right before the Forever Purge. Probably was the plan. Things got out of hand today. Everything was accelerated. Um, Maybe one day we'll get the full story, but we we are where we are tonight. All right, let's move on to the next shot. Here we get our titles. Bloody hands. It makes it feel like that's Allison. What do you guys think? Is that Allison or is that Karen? I mean, if you remember, I only say Karen because back during filming, Judy Greer posted a Instagram photo of herself uh, covered in blood, her hands covered in blood. So that's the only reason I say it could be Karen there. But the way the trailer is edited, it certainly suggests it's Allison's hands, and she, like so many doubters before her, now knows that yes, your grandmother was right. As a matter of fact, the boogeyman is real. Yes. Chad says September for last trailer before the release. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably like Labor Day, maybe right before Labor Day weekend. Uh, and then a clip, like maybe even the first official clip from the film premieres after a panel at Blumfest on October 1st. And then, of course, there'll be some TV spots throughout the weeks leading up to it as well. Justin says that's Karen. The sweater gives it away. Ah, you're right. Good point. Yes. I didn't notice that until you just said so, but you're absolutely right, man. That's why I got you guys. Because you guys are going to see all the stuff that I have not caught yet, or might not have caught. So thank you. Yes. Yep, that's Karen. And again, that when I first saw that, I thought it was Karen just because I remember her being so covered in blood in that Instagram photo. All right, and there we go. That's our first look inside the hospital. Allison with Lori. And again, not exactly 100% clear. I guess she's talking to Lori right here. Kind of recapping the events, at least the way it's edited. It seems she's talking to Lori. What do you guys think? Yes, Saint says note the ring on the finger. Yes, that's the other clue. See, that's why we're doing this together. You guys are good. Thank you. Yes, that's exactly right. So that's Karen's bloody hands. Kathleen says such a great reason to get back into the theater after COVID, hoping everything is much better by then across the country. Absolutely. Agree there 100%. I can't think of a better movie to bring people like us back out to the theater. Good point, Patrick. Now that the trailer and poster are out, barrage of merchandise should be hitting us very soon. Absolutely. I think there will be, well, certainly that Trick or Treat Studios mask is probably going to go up for pre-order, like maybe tomorrow, if not probably next week. And I would think also that the NECA figure is probably, we're going to get somewhat of a reveal there, if not all the accessories and packaging, at least maybe the mask sculpt that is going to come with that. Ryan Cord says a nod to Halloween 2 in the hospital. Absolutely. Justin says she's probably talking to the sheriff. Yep, that could be as well. Absolutely. Yep, giving her report. All right, let's move on. There's Lori. She's saying it's over. We see some quick toe tags there. I'm assuming that's going to be Allison's friends, Dave and now I'm forgetting her name. Virginia Gardner's. And then we see a quick shot of Hawkins lying in the street. There's Sheriff Barker back from Halloween Kills. Let's go back here for just a second. There's the toe tags. Yeah, Dave and man, now I'm blanking on Vicky. Yeah, Vicky and Dave. I'm assuming that's Allison looking at Vicky and Dave's toe tagged bodies in the morgue. And then there's Hawkins, Barker. I think that's his name, Sheriff Barker. Yep, there's the remnants of the fire that some of Haddonfield's finest on the scene. And then the reveal. Oh, damn it, told you. Michael Myers is alive. Yeah, they don't find the body at the house, obviously. Again, we got a glimpse of this in the next Halloween teaser. That's the one I called that was released in October of last year. And it looks like this is the husband of the caretaker, the graveyard caretaker character that was seen briefly in Halloween 2018. It looks like Michael is going to end up at her house, and her and her husband are going to get it pretty brutally, and we get to see most of that right here. This part in the trailer is, again, it reminds me of 2018 when we got to see, I think it was the first trailer in 2018 when we got to see pretty much the whole hammer sequence, a lot of that one shot, single shot sequence where Michael walks into the garage, gets the hammer, and kills the woman that looks kind of like Mrs. Elrod from Halloween 2. Devin says, "Did you notice that Allison has on the same clothes that John's girlfriend had on in H2O?" Nice callback. Yes, I did notice that after a couple repeat viewings, but yeah, I noticed that a while ago. That's a great nod to H2O. I think it's totally on purpose. Yeah, the actress name is Diva Tyler. She plays the graveyard caretaker. Again, she took Dana and the reporters. I forget the guy's name. Dana and Aaron to the to Judith's grave rather in the 2018 film. So we glimpsed part of this, like this part of it, we glimpsed in that next Halloween teaser. But this next part, yeah, we get a whole lot more of. I mean, we see he pretty much pummels this guy to death. And then, yeah, we get a real, again, this is a new one. We've seen Michael kill a lot of ways, but I don't recall this exact device for killing until this movie. Pretty damn brutal. Let's go back for just a sec. Oh, and it looks like she's just pleading for her life, and he's just coming, and yeah, man, wow, yeah. I mean, this movie, yeah, it's definitely going to live up to the title, Kills. It is definitely going to be brutal. Patrick says, "Well, now she knows why Judith Myers was so important." That's right. She does say in 2018 she didn't understand why everybody thought Judith Myers was so important. You got it, man. Yes, Justin says the new soundtrack is everything. Yes, that's something we haven't talked about as much on here, but yes, I'm loving the new soundtrack that we're hearing on here. The new version of the theme, some of those new cues. Oh man, I'm loving everything we're hearing, and that's another thing that we're probably going to get released before. Will be at least a track or two from the official soundtrack. Saint says not pulling any punches in this one. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Ouch is right, dude. Ken says this scene they should play Bang Your Head from Quiet Riot. Bang your head. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, so brutal. Yeah, he is not playing in this movie. There is a new kind of mean in him. That's a little Batman reference for some of you guys. All right, here we go. Moving on. We're at the 1 minute 11-second mark. We're about halfway done with this trailer. Let's keep going. And I love that. We get a little of the head tilt right there. Just a little bit. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Great shot of the mask. Again, classic, half the mask in darkness, half of it lit. I mean, just, a iconic Michael shot. This is Michael the way, he's supposed to look. It looks great. The mask looks great. The lighting looks great. It looks awesome. And he's doing the head tilt. And then right here. Yeah, then it cuts. Yeah, we get that stab, Again, almost made me think, again, a little bit of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, the opening with the nurse who just gets so brutally stabbed. And, but it's, this is classic Michael. I mean, it's new Michael, but, I mean, these are just, and I love this shot, too, that he's not in focus, It's the, the woman in focus, and you're just kind of seeing this blurred shape just attacking, and taking the dialogue that's coming up here when Laurie talks about, and the pure evil, and transcending the more he kills. I really love the idea that they're gonna hope. It appears visually play even more with him being more than ever a shape, the shape of evil. Yeah, it's Michael and he's a man, but again, I interviewed John Carpenter. You guys can read it, and I asked him straight up: is this a supernatural thing, or is this a psychopath? And Carpenter told me both. So there's your answer. He's both. He is a man, but he's something more too. And it looks like this film is gonna lean into that a little bit more than the last one. Even. So okay, so there's the line: "Evil dies tonight." Yeah. So, and this is not the first time I've seen this either. Anthony Michael Hall, who plays Tommy in this film, he's used it in hashtags a lot. He's been promoting the crap out of this movie for since they filmed. He's very excited about it, and hopefully, I'm going to get him on here on the channel for an interview here sometime soon. Fingers crossed for that. But yeah, evil dies tonight. Laurie clearly is ready to go hunting Michael. Finish what they started. They didn't get the job done. They thought they did, apparently, for a few minutes. But yeah, we know she's not surprised, just like Loomis isn't surprised that he's back. Saint says the MacGyver of murder at work. I love that. Dude, we might have to put that on a t-shirt or something. The MacGyver of murder at work. That is gold, man. The MacGyver of murder at work. I love it. All right, let's move on to the next scene. We're at the 1 minute 27-second mark. And there's the man, speaking of which, from executive producer John Carpenter. Of course, he's got to get top billing. Of course. And again, he's executive producer, which is awesome. But what we all know is the most exciting contribution of Carpenter to this film and this current series of films is the soundtrack. And it's him and his son Cody and his godson Daniel Davies. And man, I love that 2018 soundtrack. And I love everything I'm hearing so far in this trailer from this one. It caught me by surprise. Some of these cues and some of the the new version of the theme that we're hearing in parts of this. But I dig it. I dig it a lot. Great shot of Michael right there. Again, I mean, I just can't say enough about the lighting. And again, this was something that was slightly teased, and it might have been the behind the scenes rap video. We've seen a bit of it. Not positive who's talking here. And again, that was the nurse character that falls out right there. Her character name, we're going to learn in this film, is Vanessa. She was just credited, I think, as Sexy Nurse in 2018. But yeah, she is going to have a notably bigger role in this film because we've already seen her here in this trailer and also in one of the previous teasers. And we're going to meet her and her husband in this film. And obviously, as we can see here, they're going to have a run-in, it looks like, on the road with Michael. Kathleen said, "I'd buy that T-shirt if he's holding the bone saw, But yeah, the bone saw, absolutely, holding the bone saw." I'm saying the MacGyver of murder at work. Yeah, that's too good. Joe Reese, what's up, man? Michael is a two-legged bulldozer in this movie. That's a good one. That is great. Michael is a two-legged bulldozer in this movie. He totally is. Devin says he gives this movie more possibility to surpass 2018 box office. 2018 broke a lot of records. I think it's going to be huge, though. I think it's going to be huge, and it's going to be right at a time where I think anybody's still kind of sketchy on theaters and all. Hopefully, all that's going to be, the air is going to be clear, no pun intended, and things are going to be pretty much back to normal by then. Supercell Chaser says trailer gave the whole movie away. Yeah, I mean, well, that's I wouldn't say the whole movie, but yeah, definitely they pack a lot into those 2.5 minutes for sure, no doubt. Brian says she's an undercover cop. Okay, I don't know that for sure, but very interesting. I do remember seeing her with a gun in that previous video in a quick clip, so maybe that would make sense. They're out working, and they get a call, and they have to go to work. She has to go to work in her Halloween costume. Ken says this scene they should play David Bowie dance. Put on your dance shoes and dance. That'd be cool. All right, there's Allison doing some investigating of her own, and it looks like this is one of my very favorite parts of the trailer coming up right here. Yes. Now, I have a small confession to you guys. I was kind of knew that the Silver Shamrock masks were going to be reappearing in this film. Um, I have never said anything publicly about it, but I had a little bit of inside scoop on that. Um, not really to report on, but I was not aware exactly how they were going to be featured in this film. You remember they are featured in 2018. They were featured in that first trailer of 2018. But God, I love this again, and can't tell for sure if this is supposed to be the same kids wearing the Silver Shamrock masks that we saw in the first film. I'm assuming it is, and if so, I mean, again, so much for Michael not killing kids. Some people are like, why doesn't he ever kill the kids? I mean, if this is those kids, yeah, he's all bets are off this time. Hunter says that's the nurse from the first movie with her and her husband. We're going to a party. By the way, I think Marion is the witch that's hanging Shamrock mask. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes, that is the nurse from the first movie. And yes, her and her husband were going to a party. Ryan is saying that she's a undercover cop. Justin says she's not a cop. Okay, well, we'll just wait and see. No spoilers here. We'll just wait and see. What I do know for sure, though, is that she is going to be involved in some scenes that we're all going to be talking about. I do know that. Yes, Saint. Good catch. Not the kids. Note the nurse costume. Boom. Good catch there, Saint. Yep, it does look like a nurse's costume with the skull mask and blood. Ah, that's still, again, I mean, tableau of violence. Cars, hi Matt, I can't wait. Looks amazing. Yes, I totally agree. It looks totally amazing. All right, let's keep pushing through. We got about a minute to go on this trailer. There's the pumpkin. So if that's the nurse, would that be the husband in what might be a like Dr. Scrubs possibly? Yeah, this again, borderline too spoilery. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's definitely them, but noticing that nurse uniform on the on the previous still, it definitely makes a lot of sense. But again, we still don't know how this is going to exactly play out, which I think is going to be a huge part of the fun. But I love, honestly, that the Silver Shamrock masks are back. I loved that they were in 2018. I thought that was such a cool thing. Um, I am still hoping that in this film or in Ends, we hear the Silver Shamrock jingle, even if it's an updated version, like a 2021 version of it. I would just flip. I think we should see that on TV at some point. I think, they've got the masks, so that brings Silver Shamrock into canon of this current series of films. So I say, why not? Dude says, love the jack o' lantern mask. Yes, yes. I love all those masks. And then the witch, the shot of the witch coming up. Now, I don't know what this, I haven't zoomed in to see what exactly all this says. Oh, yeah, this is Robert Longstreet as Lonnie, basically saying that Michael's killings are leading back to his childhood home. Again, we thought we were going back to the Myers house. We were hoping we were going back to the Myers house. We figured at the very least we're probably going to go back to maybe the Myers house in the flashbacks to 78, maybe. But it looks like this is, again, not 100% confirmation, but very, very likely that, yeah, we're going back to the Myers house. I think it's a pretty safe bet. We're going back to the Myers house. That's where Michael's working his way back to for whatever reason. Yeah, and that is Cameron in the car, and yeah, there's Lonnie, and I don't have my the screen I'm looking at zoomed up real big. You guys tell me, who is that in the back? Is that Allison in the back seat? I'll let you guys answer that. It kind of looks like it's Allison back there, or is that Lindsay? You guys tell me. Saint says at least bugs aren't coming out of their heads while wearing those masks. Giovanni, welcome, man. He says this by the trailer alone makes this the most gory Halloween since the Rob Zombie films. Yeah, I would agree there. We're definitely seeing some gore. Okay, you guys agree. It is Allison in the back seat. Okay. That's what I thought. Good. Right. So there we know they're heading back to the Myers house. These guys are going to try to confront him there, it appears. And then probably my favorite shot of the three Silver Shamrock masks right there. Oh, went a little too far. Love that. And I guess that's what you mean. Somebody, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting who said it, was speculating that might be Marion hanging up there. Man, I hope not. But, it could be. It could be. Man, though. I mean, yeah, the blood we've seen, and I love that the blood we're seeing, it's like anybody that might have missed the Silver Shamrock masks in 2018 or it took them, a long time to realize the significance of it. I love that this time, right here in the trailer, right up front, it's like they're right in your face. Like, make no mistake, all three of them are here in brilliant fashion, and I love it. I love it. I'm a huge Halloween 3 fan. Any of you guys that regularly watch Michael Myers Monday live that we do here on Monday nights knows that I love Silver Shamrock, love Halloween 3. So, and I did know that the masks were going to be featured in some way in the new film in Kills. I did not know exactly how, so this was just a really pleasant and awesome surprise to see this. And I really hope it's not Marion. Uh, Although, I can't even expect or be surprised when any of these legacy characters are killed in this movie because it is called Kills. And, and in the case of Nurse Marion, I mean, we already watched her get killed once in H2O, and she's still back in Halloween Kills. So, I mean, she keeps kicking no matter what. But I absolutely love that they got Nancy Stevens back. And I think that shot's coming up. I don't think we've seen it yet where, it's a throwback to 78. the station wagon when Nick Castle busts that window. And in the original film, you can even see the wrench in his hand. And they're going to clearly recreate that with Nurse Mary and give her some deja vu in this film. Whether or not that's her hanging up there, I mean, I kind of see what you're saying if you start looking at the clothes. Hunter says he thinks it's Marion. I mean, all I'm going to say is I hope not. Because I do love Nurse Marion and Nancy Stevens. But, man, what a wicked shot. I just, God, this trailer, it's just got some amazing shots. Giovanni says Marion comes back just to die. Well, I mean, she came back in the opening of H2O long enough to well, she wasn't killed in that one, or she was killed, yeah. So, all right. Here we go, moving on into the final minute of this trailer. There's Tommy now in here with Karen in her sweater. What do we do? And Lori says we fight. Allison getting armed and ready. This is a lot of what we knew was coming. Haddonfield getting up in arms to come and hunt Michael. And we've known that this, was coming to an extent through the, even the working title of the film. Their film was Mob Rules. And I go back to that all the time. This is gonna, and in those first brief teasers, we've seen a lot of those, clips like this. So there's Tommy looking all badass with his bat, taking a swing. There's Michael again, and then here we go. This Halloween. And this is when Laurie has the dialogue that I think is most interesting in this film. I love this shot of James walking as Michael, and this is where Laurie says Michael Myers is flesh and blood. But a man couldn't survive that fire. And then she says, the more he kills, the more he transcends. And I agree with David. I think that's going to mean the more he becomes, supernatural, for lack of a better word. Yes, David, that shot is badass. Michael walking between the houses. Absolutely. Ryan says it's a nod to part 4. Absolutely. What's up, Phil? Glad you're here, brother. Thank you. Matt V, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. Kathleen says, some of us here are very, very old. I think I'm one of the very, very old ones. All right, so let's move on from this shot. I love that shot of Michael walking right there. That is classic Michael. Now, here's the mob literally going crazy outside of what I can only guess is Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. Or maybe outside of the Myers house. I don't know. But this again goes back to the Halloween '78 film when they're kind of going crazy at the house, or maybe it's Halloween 2, and Loomis says one of their number was murdered, and or whatever he says. I might not have it exactly right, but it's like one of their number, and I think this goes right back to that mob mentality, and some obvious timely relevant parallels to some other things, in the real world right now too, with that as well. There's a pretty cool shot right there. And there we are, I guess, back at the house, I'm guessing. Saint says maybe he'll level up. A thorn icon will appear on his wrist. Yeah. You said it, not me. I don't know. We'll see. David Suber says it's awake. Hunter says they didn't show Julian in the trailer. I'm hoping he doesn't die. Yeah, I hope they don't kill him off either. I loved Julian in the first film. Now that's a great shot too. And right here is where that new version of the theme is playing. That's wicked. And that another poor firefighter getting it. Looks like getting it right in the face with the pickaxe. Ah, just brutal. And here we have Kyle Richards as Lindsay Wallace, I believe. Oh, nope, there's Nancy Stevens as Nurse Marion. And here's the shot we were talking about, a clear homage to 78 when she's attacked by Myers. And, his hand hits the, and there she is getting pulled out. And, oh, man, I think you guys might have caught it. I mean, seeing her purple sweater right there. Oh, man, that is, woo. I think you guys might have caught something with that witch shot and matching it with this. And, man, yeah, that does not look good for poor Nurse Marion. Wow. Yeah. I was trying to go back and get a clean shot of the his hand right when it hits, but you guys get the idea. It's the shot from 78 when they're at Smith's Grove in the beginning. But man, and here's Kyle Richards back from Beverly Hills, back in Haddonfield now as Kyle Richards. I interviewed her back in 2013 and asked if she'd ever be interested in coming back if they asked her. She told me back then she'd love to. So no surprise here for me that she is back. And yep, the boogeyman's real. I always loved Lindsay's line in the original film of "I believe you, Tommy," because Tommy and Loomis were the only ones that said boogeyman's real. He's out there and he's more than a man. And everybody else, Lori, everybody else, said, no, Brackett, no. And then they all learned later. But Lindsay was the only one that said, "I believe you, Tommy." So I always liked that. And there we go. A good shot at the mask, the charred, burnt mask. Oh, man. Yeah, just a quick close up right there. Wicked cool. Yeah. Our best look yet. Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, it looks like things are going to get crazy there at the hospital. There's Cameron back. We knew he was coming back. He survived, of course, the first film or the last film. And it looks like he's gonna have his meeting with his destiny this time around. And so much quick stuff. The jack-o'-lantern gets shot, exploded, and here we go, the confrontation. And again, I mean, if we're taking all this as, as they want us to take it at this point anyway, this would presumably be at the Myers house. There's that stained glass window, it appears, that we saw in the still released earlier this year. The blue lighting, Allison facing off against Michael. Presumably Cameron's going to be there as well, and we're going to get to watch that asshole get his due from the boogeyman. But yeah, it looks like Michael is going to have a showdown with Allison face to face. And again, I don't know for sure this is the Myers house, but it's been speculated that those stills and those quick shots of Allison and the total film still of Michael released earlier this year all are from the same sequence. And a lot of people have speculated that that stairway shot is from this version of the Myers house, which I can't argue with the logic of any of that because it all makes perfect sense. And again, very spoilery territory here. And, she says, just do it, just do it. And we don't know what happens, but it looks like he does it. So is Allison ended right there? Then we see this shot of her. And I admit, the very first time I saw the trailer, I thought that was like her whole face was slashed right there. And then on a rewatch, I saw, oh, that's her hair in front of her face right there, actually. Um, so again, this shot maybe before that do it moment, um, or not. It's hard to tell right now. Ken says the opening should have Disturb with Down with the Sickness. John Reese is asking if he has burnt hands like in Halloween 4 and 5. Good question. I'm thinking maybe no, because it looks like he's going to get out of this fire fairly unburnt, it appears. David says, or he got hit from behind. Yes, maybe that wasn't him lunging forward to stab her. Maybe he got hit from behind by Cameron, by Karen. Who knows? Yeah, because he lurched forward. That's right. He lurched forward, and yeah, I kind of took that as he's lurching forward, stabbing her. But yeah, maybe it was somebody hit him from behind. David's asking, "Where's Brackett?" Very good question. I was gonna ask you guys about that too. What about what we don't see in this movie? Yeah, we don't see Brackett. And yeah, we do get a glimpse of all of our main characters, but we don't see any hints that I saw of the much talked about 1978 flashback scenes. That we know there were flashback scenes filmed, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I know for a fact what's in this cut of the movie, but yeah, it's been widely speculated and more or less known that there's going to be some flashbacks, unless something is drastically different. Uh, but no sign of that in this trailer, from what I see. Which is, again, I'm totally fine with, and I don't expect there to be 30 minutes of flashback scenes. It's probably going to be like one scene. All right, so we're wrapping it up now. We're in the closing seconds of the trailer. And here it is, like the town is coming together, the town of Haddonfield. They're all hunting. And this is reminiscent again, like a little bit of H4 when the locals all get their trucks, and I always love that because yeah, they're just some good old hillbilly guys, but they I love it when they take Myers seriously and they're like, we're gonna go take him out, and when the cops I love it when they don't they're not all laughing at Loomis. Brackett is not taking him seriously, but all the ones after Brackett tend to kind of, because Brackett learned his lesson the hard way. Watch saw his daughter sliced up. Lori's back in the hospital from 78 in part 2, Ken says. That's right. Giovanni says, can't wait for the flashbacks. Yep. Dave says, gonna get goosebumps when see Loomis station wagon. I hear you. All right, we're in the final seconds again. And here we go. A key scene here, I'm sure. Karen, yeah, this is not going to go well for her. I think we all know she is holding the mask. Somehow she's got a hold of the mask. And what's she say? You want it? Come and get it. And then there's Tommy and his bat that we've seen. I mean, this movie is going to be insane in a good way. Yep, I went a little farther, too far back, sorry. And there we go. That's the shot I wanted of Tommy right there. We've been waiting. I mean, I love the Tommy Doyle character. I loved him in the original. I loved him in Halloween 6. And I'm really looking forward to what they do with this character in this movie. Yeah, very excited to see where this goes. And I know Anthony Michael Hall is hyped for this movie. He's said publicly that it's kind of the hero role of the film. So there you go. And I love this shot. And I love the previous shot, too, of Karen saying, you want your mask? Come and get it. David says she drops it, then Myers walks over, picks it up. That we saw. Yes, we did see him walk over and pick it up. Then so I imagine then she'll just go running and he'll be. But yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's move on just a little bit. And there's the final shot there. Lori has got the knife. Everybody's running the other way, notably. She's coming down the hall saying, I'm coming for you, Michael. Now, as far as a cliffhanger ending, I'm going to say right now, I wouldn't be surprised if this is kind of maybe where it ends. I mean, just judging from if everything is placed out in order, we get a good idea of, the plot line of the movie now. I don't know for a fact, and I don't know that that'd be a wise choice to end on this, but that would certainly be a cliffhanger that would have us all ready for quote unquote the end. But yeah, what a cool shot! And again, there's that knife again. Allison had it earlier. Now it looks like Lori's got it. I don't know if it's the exact same knife earlier or not. But all right, I got to change my camera battery real quick. You guys talk amongst yourself. David Suber says, "Is that the end?" Question mark. That's what I'm saying. All right, give me 1 minute, guys, to change my battery out. All right, I'm back, guys. All right, here is moving on. The final couple seconds. There's the title treatment right there, and boom. So that's the trailer. Um, and yeah, give me just a minute, and I will pull up the that poster, and we will take a look at that now. Meanwhile, you guys can let's look at this shot for a minute. Yes, yeah, you couldn't hear me for a minute. I was on mute while I was changing the camera battery out, but I'm back. Hopefully, you can all hear me now. Chad says, can't wait for October. Got Phantasm Con and Kills. Yeah, it's going to be busy. Uh, um, let's see. Saint says, I have to wonder if some of the shots aren't actually going to be in the movie and are included here to mess with those of us who are trying to dissect the trailer. It's very possible. Star Wars does that all the time, and things do change. And that's why I always try to qualify everything. I mean, these are just my thoughts right now. I mean, this could easily uh, be something different. Patrick says this shot is very CGI if you watch it again. I kind of got the feeling that, yeah, he's probably not that close to that exploding flame right there. Michael Myers 101 says, can't wait for this. Love seeing Lindsay Wallace, Tommy Doyle, Marion Chambers again. Also love the H3 masks. Same here, man. To all of that. All right, let's, you guys said Blumhouse posted the posters, so let me pull that up right now. And, wow, there it is. And you are correct. Let's see. We're going to pull that right over here. HK post. All right. Give me just a second, guys. Apologize for this. Again, normally I try to have all this stuff queued up for you guys ahead of time. But, you know, tonight's a special occasion. So, yeah, it sounds like a lot of you agree with some of my thoughts on the trailer. And, yeah, thanks for pointing out some of the things that I didn't pick up on the first 4 or 5 views. Because, man, I think we've deciphered a lot here. Again, I couldn't be more excited for the film. I've been stoked. You guys know this. I personally am a fan of the 2018 film. Really enjoyed it. All right, here we go. Let's look at the official poster now. Here we go. Wicked cool. Yeah, it is. You know, it's the 2018 poster, but you know the opposite of that. It is the other side of the mask, very reminiscent of that 2018 poster, which I kind of thought would be same font down at the bottom. Yeah, awesome, just great, and a really good, clear shot at that burnt up mask, looking just. Again, I love that 2018 poster. I'm wearing it on my t-shirt right now. And so I just, you know, this, I think, is a perfect companion poster to that. Like, I think it would be great hanging right next to it. You know, you've got Michael looking down from the left corner, kind of looking down to the lower right in the first poster. This one, he's looking down from the other side. You see the other side of the mask, and now, of course, it's way more damaged. What would the ends poster be? It's got to be him straight on, right? This is, you know, the profile shots. Also, really love that we can see his collar right there, too, it looks like. I just noticed that. That's pretty damn awesome. What do you guys think? Patrick says, can't wait to get a copy of the H-Kills poster to put next to my 2018 posters so they are facing each other. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's going to be so badass to have them facing each other like that. Yep, Ken says, just like we thought of it was what we brought up on a guess. Yes. Yes, we were all speculating about that. Ryan says that's Mikey's good side. That's great. Nice. Nice. You guys like this poster too. Yeah. I agree. I think it looks great. And again, I was a huge fan of that most recent still that Empire Magazine just randomly dropped onto Twitter one day. And I said, I mean, I don't think the poster is going to get much better than that. I would say this is a little bit better than that. I mean, it's got the red. It's got the you know, the orange, actually. You know, like that's one thing that's been missing from too many Halloween. Just too much of the Halloween marketing is Halloween atmosphere itself. There's plenty of Myers atmosphere, but you know. So I love that. Whereas the other one was very kind of muted in colors, unsaturated. This one is very reddish and orange. I love that the date is orange. The title is the same font and it's in white, just like Halloween 2018 was, which is fitting. Yeah, I think it's great. I'm gonna have to own this poster for sure. And again, thanks you guys for letting me know, because I was running around getting this live stream ready to go and didn't even realize they had shared that. So thanks for letting me know. Ryan Corn says that's fire, and I think you mean that's fire, but yes, that's fire. David Sewer says it's high res, so you can zoom in. Awesome. Well, do we want to zoom in? We can do that. Yeah, we can do that right now. Yeah, I just pulled this one off of Blumhouse's Facebook page, so I'm assuming this one is high res. Let's look. Yeah, there's a close up. I mean, it just looks great. I love the eyes. I said about the 2018 poster, it's haunting and it's soulful, meaning that it's got history to it. It's seen a lot of shit in its years, and this is that kind of times 100. Kentucky Fried Mikey, David says. That's great. Yeah, Ryan says this screams Halloween with the colors. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, this one with the colors, yeah, is much more a Halloween poster for me than the 2018. 2018 was great for what it was, and it was just so shocking to see that weathered mask, that aged mask. But I love this. Patrick says Christopher Nelson knocked it out of the park again. Yes, sir. Yes, he did. I mean, not that I ever doubted that it was going to be anything less than amazing, but man, I mean, it looks great. Wow. Yeah, I love this poster. I love it. Ken says Mikey got some Botox on his lips. And it's going to be great because, yeah, I mean, so many of those shots we saw, they can still keep this side in shadow, and it's going to look kind of like classic Michael, white on the other side, but then we're going to get this whole new experience of charred Michael. But yeah, the way this poster is lit, especially the colors, the hellish landscape in the background, the Halloween colors, it's perfect. Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one. I do imagine there'll be another poster or two released as well. If you remember in 2018, there was a second poster that featured Michael and Laurie that was later released. There was also some artist posters that were officially released. One by Drew Struzan, I think. So I would expect some of that, and maybe a IMAX specific poster. They do that a lot, and of course that was a big deal when they announced this rescheduling, that it was going to be playing in IMAX. So I'm assuming and hoping we're probably going to get another poster. But again, I'm fine if this is it. If this is all the footage we get, and this is all the stills we get between now and the film, I've seen plenty, and I have every confidence that this is going to be a great movie and everything we're looking for. But at the same time, again, knowing how the marketing goes, I'm fully expecting at least one more trailer, a scene or two, some TV spots, a couple more posters. Yeah, it's and then the merch. That's not even hitting on the merch, which I can imagine Trick or Treat Studios and NECA right now are, or even all day, we're frantically getting in touch with Universal saying, when can we unveil our stuff? So wow, yeah, I don't even want to pull that off the screen. It is just such a striking image. Yeah, just great. Ken says they should do another poster where he comes out the firehouse. Yeah, like I think they'll do a second, like they did in 2018, where it was Michael and Lori on the same poster at one time. I think they'll probably do something like that, but whether or not it'll have Lori or maybe just him coming out of the house, maybe the I don't know. I don't want it to get that '90s look where they just put all the actors' heads on there in different sizes and everything. Just but I do think they might want to draw attention a little bit more to the legacy characters. I mean, all of us know. I think all of you guys watching this know the significance of some of these returning actors and characters, but I don't know that general audiences know or appreciate. Maybe they don't care at this point, and maybe that's fine at this point. But maybe the marketing is going to want to play that up a tiny bit more. That it is the town of Haddonfield kind of coming for Michael, and rightfully so. Seeing some of the damage he's going to inflict here. David says if we get another trailer, there won't be much movie left. Yeah, that's well, we'll have to see uh what the film itself's runtime is. I mean, 2018 was what? It was a little over hour and a half, I think, around hour 48 minutes or so. David says with the burns, he kind of looks like a shark. Yeah, yeah, kind of like the texture of yeah. I could kind of see that. Who was that? That was Buster Rhymes that said Michael Myers is like a shark, right? Guess he was right. Ryan says, I think this is it. It's not far away. As far as no more trailers, that very well could be. I mean, they certainly made us wait long enough for this one, but I say it's worth the wait, and I'm more than happy and just thrilled to death with this, and as if I could be more excited for the film. Patrick says, just glad they kept Loomis and flashback scenes out of the trailer. Yeah, I mean, I don't think yeah, I don't think they need any more in this trailer to get people there. I mean, if this doesn't excite the fan base and really general fans, because there's a whole ton of people that saw the 2018 film and helped break those records that haven't been keeping up with the franchise and don't even really care about that. And this film is going to need those people to come see it to come close to breaking those records. But uh, yeah, the it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. Ken says Halloween Ends poster should be a blurry vision of him, no mask, blood on his face. Very interesting, Ken. We'll have to wait and see, but that is a very interesting idea. All right, guys. Well, this like I said, this has been a day. I mean, hasn't it, man? This has been pretty amazing. Um, yeah, we've been on here for about 2 hours now. Yeah, Ryan says keep the mask on. Yeah, I don't know if they'll do no mask, especially on a poster. Uh, but what's going to be like? It's going to have to be some like kind of head on. I would think, but yeah, what's left after having them both sides? But this looks like a great companion poster to 2018 to this image. Uh, very very cool. All right, everybody. it is about 12:30. I I still got to put together tomorrow's episode of the Halloween show, which now, I mean, we've got a whole new top story. I had been planning to do a live episode of the Halloween show next Friday. I'm still thinking we're probably going to do that. In any case, and who knows, might go live again tomorrow. You never know. But in any case, I want to invite everybody watching, if you enjoyed this, to join us. We do this type of stuff every week on Monday nights at 10:31 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 7:31 on the West Coast, and it's our Michael Myers Monday live broadcast. It's just like this. We have a weekly chat, and I go over whatever news there is, and this Monday, of course, we'll still be talking about this stuff and other news items that come up throughout the week. And so be sure to plan to join us for that this Monday and every Monday leading up to kills and then on through to ends. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, if you're new here tonight, first of all, thank you. And second of all, please subscribe to the channel because we are Halloween Daily News. We're all things Halloween all the time. Of course, we cover this franchise in and out all the time, but we cover all things Halloween as well. And like I said, tomorrow, the Halloween show, that's our weekly recap show of all the week's top Halloween-related stories, this franchise and beyond. This week will be a little unique because normally I've got it in the can by now, but because of this breaking news, it'll be a little bit different. But in any case, thanks again for all you guys. It's great to see so many familiar friends here in the live chat and to have so many new friends here tonight. So thank you all for being here. And again, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so that you know when we do our next live broadcast. At the moment, you can plan on Monday night. Of course, we'll have more to talk about, and as the weekend goes on and all of this, everything with the trailer and everything sets in, I'm sure we'll have even more deeper thoughts about what it all may or may not mean for this franchise. So, Patrick Ring with a $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. He says, great trailer rundown. Thanks for making this day even better for us Halloween fans. Oh, man. Well, thank you, man. Dude, yeah, that is just a great comment. You just, yeah, that is so nice of you to say. And, yeah, thank you guys for making this day even better for me. Because, like I said, I didn't know this was going to happen today. Nobody knew for sure. Yeah, but this is what happened. And I see Ryan and David wants to hear it one time. Are you ready? Yes, I think we're all ready for Halloween Kills now. Not just for the trailer, for the poster. Now we got that. Now we're ready for the movie, I think. We've got to wait a few months. But we'll wait it out together, and we'll have fun doing it. So, again, thank you, Patrick, for that super chat and for those very kind words. Thank all of you for being here. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, invite your friends. Join me on Mondays. We talk all things Myers. Join me on Fridays for the Halloween show. And we do news reports throughout the week, all kinds of stuff, trailer breakdowns, all kinds of fun stuff. So, and you guys make it extra fun. So, once again, I see everybody. Yes, light those pumpkins up one more time for Michael Myers Thursday, everybody. Such a great time tonight. Such a great time doing this with you guys. Figuring this out with you guys, experiencing it with you guys. I look forward to doing more of this. And for this franchise and outside of this franchise, we got a Terrifier 2 trailer we're going to do this with when that comes out, and lots more stuff down the road. So I'm going to get out of here right now. Thank you all again for being here tonight and for your input and participation and support. And I will see you guys. Well, I'll see you guys on the Halloween show tomorrow. Until then, I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching.